So to introduce myself, I'm Haley. I am married to a journeyman plumber, Morgan, who is my husband. And I would like to let men know how it feels like being married to a plumber. You know, for that woman, that wife of yours, what she's going through and what she has to go, and like her mindsets and her goals, and you know what she's trying to do to actually help you achieve your goals and help you with your business and growth and everything, as well, as long as she's also trying to take care of herself. And if you have kids, you know, there's a bunch of different aspects into it that you got to think about, and that your wife is also thinking about and going through as well. So have you ever asked or thought about what it's like actually being married to a plumber? This is my plumber. This is Morgan with On It Plumbing. American That's my husband.
All right, we're heading to Abel, our son's award that he just got. I got off work today early, and I was like, Haley, it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are, because we're married to our wives, and they're married to a plumber, and yeah. I'm sure it's a roller coaster. We've had to learn along the way.
Yes, it definitely, like I said, it has its pros and cons. You go up and down in waves, and you have worries about what's going to happen, and it's different. It's definitely testing on a relationship.
So, would you say is it a good thing to be married to a plumber?
Yeah, it is a good thing. Yeah.
A lot of ups and downs, especially once you start running your own business.
Yes. When you work for someone else, it's definitely different. It's not as bad. But when you are having your own business, managing people and having to go through those steps of growing a business, because you don't know what you're doing at first. So it's new, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah, like some weeks we're just like, don't spend any money because we just like broke the van, or the guys need to get paid and we got nothing left to live on, and that kind of stuff gets really stressful, I think, on the wives, because they're at home and they're trying to raise the kiddos, and so they want to be able to take care of them. Meanwhile, you're telling them like, we don't got any money, honey, and then they're like, why am I even with this fool? And
no, anyway, that is not it.
But we've had some pretty highs and highs and some lows.
Oh yeah.
So don't feel alone if you're going through a struggle with your wife, and you think it's worth trying to work through it, or just give up?
It's definitely worth working it out, and you got to come to an understanding with each other. You have to listen to her, and she's got to listen to you, and you have to be able to communicate, even if that means like taking all right, I'm gonna go to my room for a few hours, you go to your space for a few hours, we'll come back when we're calm and collected.
Yeah, have a date night and talk about it. Like, you have to get on the same level, because even I see it in my guys and myself, when you get like in your own head too much, you just start to think, she just doesn't understand, I got all the stress, and she's thinking the same thing. I'm busy taking care of the rascals, case in point, and my husband just goes to work and does his thing with his buddies all day and comes back. Is that exactly what you think? Yeah.
No,
pretty
that
much.
Is not it, because I know you are working, but it's like I've said, it's the understanding of what the other person is going through. Like, he'll never understand like what I am literally going through inside of like my own head, raising these kids and helping with the business. And to him, it feels like sometimes it's not enough, and he wants me to do more and more, but then I feel like I'm doing what I can.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Yeah. Lady wanted to become roadkill. So anyways, Haley's behind the wheel. No, I'm just kidding.
I slowed down for her.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Tread lightly. But anyways, I'd say, like, on the flip side, we're going to Alaska this summer. We've built our way up to where the guys can run the shop. I'm going to see my kids' ceremony, which I was never able to do when I worked for another company. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's not all doom and gloom. It just takes a lot of hard work and major ups and downs to get there. And I work all the time. Like, even today, there's no work going on, but I'm keeping myself busy, because I know you've gotta prepare and plan and train, and there is no just sitting around.
Right. And the other thing is you always have to keep your guys busy. And so, you know, Morgan used to be like, all right, I need to go out in the field and help these guys. But there's days like this where he's like, no, okay, I need to sit back and figure out how I can grow the business in a different way so these guys can get their money and go to work.
Right, they're performance paid. And so like today I'm not making any money, but I'm gonna make sure my guys get some work to help pay the bills to support their family. And that's another thing that causes major ups and downs. It's just you're always kind of the line of defense for your guys. So, you know, it does create a lot of stress. I think we're kind of beating a dead horse at this point, but it is a challenge. And I think that, you know, if you guys have any struggles, comment below. I think just the biggest thing is learning to communicate with each other, because you're probably both good people that loved each other at one point, and it gets...
I'm sure you still do. It's just hard.
But yeah, there's times where when the kids are fussing and you're not able to connect, it really can be a struggle where you question if it's even worth it.
Yeah, and so just let us know like some of your struggles and stuff, you know, and like what you guys do, because maybe we'll even try things like that too, you know, because our big thing is date night. Like we try to have a date night, you know, we used to try to do it every week. Now it's kind of like not that easy right now, but we do still try to make it a point. You gotta be able to have that mutual thing of like, okay, I need a few hours away from the kids, so do you, let's go and click again.
Plumbers are the best at laying pipes though, so for the most part, they're not going anywhere. We've got them locked.
Yeah, you see how many kids we got?
I think plumbers, though, overall are good dudes. I think a lot of them need to learn how to listen to their wives better, just from what I've seen in the Valley. And then the same thing with the wives, though, is they need to understand that this is not a glamorous job.
No.
We're doing some gnarly work. It makes you a little rough around the edges, and we're not, you know, I'm not Romeo. I wear Romeos, but I ain't Romeo. And you know, it's like if that's what you're after, that's not what you're gonna get here, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He's not like my Prince Charming, but you know what? He is also, he means well and he tries hard, and look, that doesn't work anymore. He works really hard for our family, and as a woman you have to understand and appreciate like what he does do for the family, and understand he's doing his best and trying, and just really trying for the family, keeping it alive.
In conclusion, the Hollywood movies are fake as shit. So set your expectations high, but not to the bullshit level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies, take care of your plumber man and make sure he takes care of you. Have him come watch this video
every night.
Have him subscribe and tell him he needs to listen to Morgan.
Yes.
And Haley.
Mm-hmm. I'll be in some more videos.
All right, signing out.